Herpreneur Network, Her Talk Show, and I am Torri Hammond. Did you guys miss me? Hi, I missed you guys so much, man. Listen, hashtag the life, but nevertheless, we are here on tonight, and I am super excited to be back to bring to you guys something special on tonight. But before we get to that, let's just get to some of these announcements that we have for the network. This is the Herpreneur Network. And again, I am Torri Hammond, your Her Talk Show host. And in the Herpreneur Network, we believe in fixing crowns and maintaining them. The Herpreneur Network was founded by our amazing servant leader, Dr. Nikki Ziegler. And in this network, it is a sisterhood. Let me back up for a second because we international. Did you guys know that we were an international network? Yeah. We are international, and this network is a sisterhood that is made up of women all over the world. And man, listen, everything that you need is in the network. We come from different facets in business and in ministry, and it is definitely a place where you can grow. And so I am super excited to be a part of the network. I am Torri Hammond, the CEO of Sassy Hair Care Products. I am an author of the book Go and Grow, 10 Key Points Every Entrepreneur Should Know in Order to Win. I am also a certified business coach as well as a certified meta digital marketing associate. And listen, I am the regional director in the Herpreneur Network. And so it doesn't matter what you do in business. It doesn't matter how much you have achieved or how much you have succumbed. You always need people that you can attach yourself to learn and grow with. And that is what I absolutely love about this network, guys. And so tonight, I've got something special for you guys. So we just came back from the beautiful Destin, Florida, where we had our Strong Her retreat, which was 5 days and 4 nights. Listen, of restoration, rejuvenation. Oh my God. And I have some of our leaders in the network as well as some of our ambassadors. And they are going to come on the show tonight to tell you guys all about all the fun that we had over the weekend. So before we get to that, listen, check in, chime in, where you're watching from, where you be. I am here from Texas. I am here from Texas. So, hey, from Texas, where are you from? Also, any ambassadors in the building? Any herpreneurs in the building? Listen, shout out. Let me know you're here. Give me a comment. Say, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Chime in and let us know where you are watching from. I am so excited. Listen, y'all get Dr. Nikki in the building. Dr. Nikki, are you here? Are you here, Dr. Nikki? Are you here? If not, y'all get Dr. Nikki in the building. It's about to go down. And so Tupelo, Mississippi in the house. All right. All right. Who else is in the building? Yep. Texas is in the room. Okay. Pensacola, Florida. We just left you. Okay. We see you in the building. All right, Pensacola. We had an awesome time. Destin is so beautiful. Florida is definitely beautiful. We had a really, really good time. But we're going to get ready to get into it. And so this is exciting. So who wants an opportunity to win a t-shirt? Anybody want to win a t-shirt? Man, listen, the shirts were out and popping as we were at the retreat. Man, any herpreneur retreat that you come to, you gonna get the goods. Listen, don't make excuses. Pray. Y'all like my shirt? Y'all like my shirt? My shirt cute, right? You like my shirt? Who wants an opportunity to win a shirt? Listen, if you want an opportunity to win a shirt, share. If you want an opportunity to win a shirt, chime in, comment. We're watching. We're watching to see who's in tune. We're watching to see who's sharing. And if you want to win a shirt, thank you. I know my shirt is cute, right? It's cute, right? And so if you want to win a shirt, share, and comment and chime in. We are definitely watching. And we want to see who's repping on tonight as we kick off this interview on tonight. So, drum roll, please. Who do we have in the building? Woo, 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 woo. We have our vice president, our Madam Vice President of the Herpreneur Network. Yes, in the building. Come on, y'all, put your hands together as we welcome to the stage. Yes, our Master Coach Angie. Woohoo! Hey, girl, hey. Welcome to the stage. And who else do we have in the building? Woo! Clap your hands, drum roll, please. Our lead intercessor of the Herpreneur Network, the person that is responsible for the weapon room, none other than our beautiful Master P, Dr. Mama Patricia Goodman. Hey, welcome to the Her Talk Show. Who else do we have in the building? Listen, she is our Mary Kay girl. She is our go-to boo. None other than our ambassador, Wendy Smith. Hey! Hey, Wendy. Welcome to the Her Talk Show. And then we have Sally Bell in the building. Our pastor, Linda Taylor. Hey, Miss Linda. Welcome. Hello, Queens. Welcome to the Her Talk Show. So excited that I have all of you guys here with me. Let's see if we can get this party started. I'm super excited. So all of us were actually in person. Every last one of us was in person in Destin. And we had a really, really good time, man. And Dr. Nikki's in the building. Hey, Dr. Nikki, come on, y'all. Let's tell our servant leader hello, Dr. Nikki. Hey. So we had a really good time in Destin. And we had workshops as well as her caves. We also had the Her Awards, as well as some time on the beach early in the mornings for our weapon room. Oh my goodness. It was rejuvenating. It was refreshing. It was spirit filling. Man, listen, we had a really good time. And so we are going to kick forward so that you guys can kind of get a taste of what we experienced while we were away at our Strong Her retreat. Because guess what? It's going down again on next year. And we don't want you guys to miss it. And so as we have all just got back on yesterday, we literally just got back on. Listen, we literally just got back on yesterday. And so as we have gotten back, we want to listen, our president is in the building. Hey, Madam President. Hey, safe travels to you guys as you are traveling. We love you too. And so as we are getting back into our normal day-to-day, we wanted to take the time and do some testimonials so that you guys can feel what we experienced while we were in Destin, Florida. And so I'm excited about it. So I want to tell you guys about some of the presenters that we had. And so we had Overseer Sylvester Poole Jr., as well as Apostle Lloyd Benson. We also had Apostle Chastity Tremel. All right. We had Pastor Stephanie Williams, as well as Dr. Connie Stewart, Pastor Sandra Harris, as well as Dr. Crystal Pugh. And we had an absolute amazing time. We had a plethora of workshops that you were able to attend each day that we were in the retreat. And so we're going to talk about it. Listen, we're going to talk about weapon room. We're going to talk about our workshops. We're going to talk about our her experiences. And we're also going to talk about our roommates. We're going to have a really good time as we share. We're going to have a really good time as we share on tonight. And so let's kick it off, guys, with the weapon room. I want to go from person to person. We're going to go in order. So we're going to go from Master Coach Angela to Dr. Patricia, to Pastor Linda, and to Queen Wendy. We're going to go in order. I want you guys to kind of give just a small testimonial about your weapon room experience. When we got up at 5:30 a.m. To meet on the beach, to pray, to praise, to give God the glory and the honor, and to fellowship on together. And so I'm going to yield to Master Coach Angela, and then we're going to go in order. So, hey, Master Coach Angela. Hey, Vice President. Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It was absolutely phenomenal and awesome. I mean, I need you to picture this. There's nothing better than being on the beach, watching the sunrise, listening to the ocean, knowing that you are in nothing but the glory of God in the atmosphere and the environment He created. Now, I'm going to be honest. I cheated most days. I was good. I got to sit out on the balcony and watch the sunrise and listen to the weapon room. But when I tell you the awesomeness of God and the glory of God was, we always say in the room, it wasn't in the room, it was in the atmosphere. It was across the whole land. I mean, even people that were not a part of us, from looking at being on the balcony and being able to watch, would stop and listen and soak in what was being said. And to me, that was a phenomenal experience.
Amen. From the balcony. You got to bask and to watch. In experience. All right. So let's talk to Dr. Patricia, who is our lead intercessor. Let me do it for you. There we go. Let me see. Okay, you have to unmute yourself, Mama. And so there are 3 dots at the top. Click the dots, and then unmute yourself. Okay, let me.
Dr. Patricia, at the bottom where you see your little icon with you, you should have a border that says mute, stop cam, and settings at the bottom. You don't have that either?
It is not letting me to unmute you myself. All right, we're going to jump to Pastor Linda as we try to get you unmuted. Hey, Pastor Linda.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited to share with you because it was my first experience. It was my first time at the retreat. And I want to first say I give God the glory and thank Him for putting the vision, and Dr. Nikki's putting it into her, and then it manifests. I tell you, I've been sharing with people how I thoroughly enjoyed myself. There's just not enough words to explain how I enjoyed myself the entire time. There was never a dull moment. And I thoroughly enjoyed the weapon room, wake up early in the morning, as Master Coach said, seeing the sunrise, being out on the beach, seeing the hearing the water, and just seeing the little birds way up in the air. And I tell you, we joined hands together and as sisters, and we walked on the beach holding hands and just talking to each other and talking to God. And it was just a beautiful experience, be walking with people that I had never for the first time, but being that the Spirit of God was with us, it's like we knew each other, been knowing each other. It was so much love and so much joy experience. And then the Spirit of God was there all the time. People were slain in the Spirit. I gave a testimony that morning, because I just want to briefly tell you that Wednesday when I woke up, there was blood in my bowel, not sure said 1 and 2, with my number 2, there was blood. And then all day Thursday, and the devil tried, I know it was the enemy tried to tell me, you need to go to the emergency room. You don't need to go to Florida. But I didn't tell anybody what was going on. But I just want you to know that the day I gave my testimony, it was that Wednesday, it was the Thursday, but early Friday morning when I gave my testimony, it was like Friday morning, I let them know, hey, it's not there anymore.
Amen.
Um,
Amen.
God, I received a healing. It was Thursday morning, I believe, or whatever morning it was. I'm so excited to tell y'all about my trip. But anyway, God, the healing was there, and I'm still healed. Where it came from, we don't know. Don't worry about that. But let's tell you, next year, be there. I'm going to see if I can get as many people as I can to follow Herpreneur. And I'm so happy to be a part of and just joining in with the sisters early in the morning at 5:30. It
Yeah.
helped me to connect. 5:30 in the morning, it helped me to connect with the sisters, and it drew me closer to Herpreneur. Because I've shared with y'all how my husband was sick, but now everything's better. But just talking on the phone, or us being there on Clubhouse, I haven't been, but now I'm back. I'm so glad, and that it just rejuvenated me. I feel good. I feel good.
Listen,
I
y'all.
feel
Can y'all
good.
feel
I
it? It's
feel
like
real good. Hello, Ambassador and Pastor Taylor Smith in the house. God
I
bless
love
you
it.
all.
Come on,
I
Queen
had a
Wendy.
wonderful time. I'm still high. You know how we said be high, spiritual high. I'm still on a spiritual high. I'm still on a
Look at you.
spiritual high. Yes, I am.
Awesome. I love it. I love it.
You chose the right woman. You chose me. I had a wonderful time.
We all did. We all did. Come on, Queen Wendy. You got to unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about your weapon room experience. So, Wendy was on production. And so was Wendy, Grace, and I was the virtual host. Do we have any virtual watchers? Anybody watched virtual? If you were virtual, come on, pop it in the chat, team virtual. If you were in person, hashtag team in person. Come on, we got to move the comments. Who wants to win a shirt? Let's get it in. We got to move the comments. Were you team virtual or were you team in person? Come on. Let's see. Anybody who was listening in, were any of you virtual? Come on. I see hashtag virtual. I see team in person. Come on, guys. Listen, Wendy was on production as well as Grace. For those of you who were able to watch or even be in person, let's take a second and give Wendy her flowers. Thank you so much, Wendy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Grace, for your hard work and dedication to making sure that, every single thing that we did while we were at the Strong Her Retreat was filmed and was able to be seen, and so excited as the virtual host. Thank you. Thank you for making sure that all was well so that we were able to broadcast and make sure that everything was seen. All right, so let's get some of these comments in here. Thank you, Wendy. All right, and so Apostle Alicia says she was team in person. All right. We had another team in person. If you are a Facebook user, I cannot see your name. All right. And so make sure you put your name or accept the StreamYard so that we are able to see your name. But we got team in person, team virtual. Awesome. And we also have Wendy. You did an awesome job and always on her job. Yes, Team Wendy. All right. And all right.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Ian.
Wendy and Grace. All right. So thanks. Big thanks to Wendy and Grace who was on production. All right. So come on, Wendy. Tell us about your weapon room experience.
Okay, so I hope y'all can hear me.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear
Okay. My voice is almost about to go, but I know when not Wednesday, Thursday morning when we did the first weapon room, it was kind of somber because I just expected Coach Nurse Jean to be there, and I can see her and I felt her presence, but then I felt her presence and I was like, okay, we're good. And just looking out into the horizon, and it's dark, and then all of a sudden the sun rises. You just think how phenomenal God is and what what a miracle all of that was. The whole scenery was. I'm telling you, today I had my phone on the beach picture all day, wishing I was back at it. I almost got up this morning to go outside, and I'm like, hold on, ain't no beach outside. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. But it was just and then just hearing the waves and then the different prayers. I think was it Thursday or Friday when we was praying over Michelle and her daughter Megan, the onlookers, they was like, it seemed like each day was more and more people coming to the beach early in the morning. I've noticed that because Thursday morning it was a few people, but then when Sunday came, it was a lot of people on the beach that morning, and I do believe they wanted to get some of our prayers. They wanted to be
Yep.
right.
Mhm.
So it was just phenomenal. It was such a privilege to be of service, and be behind the camera, so the virtual people can also experience what we saw. And I try to capture, every now and then I would turn the camera to the sun and let them see the sunrise, or I would turn the camera to the ocean so they can see the ocean, because I wanted them to at least visualize what we see. And I yield the mic.
Y'all, we use the Clubhouse, and so every once in a while somebody might yield their mic. Listen, that's just us, that's what we used to, and that's how we do it. All right. So the weapon room was indeed an amazing time in God. We had some very pivotal moments during the weapon room, where we had some guests that came in who was experiencing sickness in their family, and we were able to bombard heaven on their behalf. And just to be able to still be on Clubhouse, right? To be in tune with what was going on over the airways, as well as what was going on in Destin, Florida, I think was amazing. I really do. And to have the majority minus a few of the intercessors right there on the beach. It was absolutely amazing. And so let's kick to the luau. Ha! So let's talk about the luau, because before we begin into the his glory and his grace, we partied. We had a good time. Listen, the Herpreneur Network knows how to party. The Herpreneur Network knows how to party. Woo, we had a good time. And so much so. And so again, the attendees that were at the actual retreat brought chairs over as close as they could get without intruding on what we had going on, and they definitely enjoyed themselves, not even being a part of our luau. And so let me set the atmosphere of the luau. And so we had people in their luau attire. We had others in beautiful flowers. We had people with the flowers on their head and around their necks. It was beautiful. But where we were on the green, it was lights everywhere, the twinkling of the stars, the how the night just kind of creeped in. Oh man, and the food and the DJ. All right. And so I just set the atmosphere. Now let's chime in, ladies, and let them know just how much fun we had. Man, listen, the fellowship, the dancing, and we even had some karaoke in there, but it was fun. So come on, Master Coach Angela, what was your review of what is your testimony from the luau?
Oh, phenomenal. Because everybody knows I'm a clown. We know that. I know how to take care of business, but I am a party animal. And this time we were partying and we were celebrating. We were getting to know each other. The DJ was off the chain. Everybody looked phenomenal. Everybody had on Hawaiian luau. We played a variety of music for the old school heads like me, all the way to some of the younger people that we had. We were able to dance. We were able to sing karaoke. The food was good. And we just let loose. You know, we let our hair down. The atmosphere could not have been any more beautiful. We were on the green. The lights were low. It was a party atmosphere, but you were in the open sky. And when I tell you, we partied herpreneur style, we partied hardy. I absolutely loved it. Yes, she called me Brick House. So yeah, it took me back to my party days. So I feel better. I used to party in the street, but now I party for Jesus. Woo!
Yes. Look, Apostle Alicia said she did. Yeah, Apostle Alicia had a good time. We all had a good time. We did. We really did. And you know, one of the things that I loved is that we were able to do it together. Like nobody felt out of place. Nobody felt, you know, that they couldn't be themselves, right? Everybody, I mean, even if they just danced at their table, everybody that night could not resist from laughing, from shaking their feet or, you know, moving their hands. It was a really, really good time. Line dances. We did a lot of line dances. It was so fun and funny watching the people who didn't know how to do line dances try to learn how to do line dances. And man, we had a good time. And so, Queen Wendy, what is your testimonial about the luau?
Oh, the luau was great as usual. It was just a nice atmosphere again with the music, and then you hear the waves behind us on the beach, and then also you had people who was in the rooms come out, sit down on the balcony, and just dancing. And I think after we got finished, it was two women that said we had FOMO. We wanted to come up there and dance with you guys. And it was just fun. I mean, the line dancing, the rolling on the river, and the respect, RESPECT.
Okay.
You know, it was just great.
Yeah, we had it. All right, come on, Pastor Linda.
I want to say I was surprised. I was surprised Wednesday, because normally, and you all can attest to this, that on the first day of going to conferences and the first day you get in like 4 or 5 o'clock, you really don't have nothing to do until the next day. So
Right.
when I looked at the schedule and saw we're gonna do what? Okay, boy, I'm telling you, I went up in there, I put on my little dress, and I was ready, because I'm like, normally, you don't know, normally the first day check in 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, they just wait till the next morning. The rest of the night, you just pretty much listen. When we were doing the line dance, and I said, "Oh, I know that's the bus stop." And the lady who was sitting next to me said, "Bus stop." She said, "That's." I went there at the bus stop, but she said, "It's the hustle." I said, "Oh, in my day, we called the bus stop." You know that about that. I called the bus stop. I enjoyed every and the food. Oh, the food was delicious. The food was delicious. We had a mini Hawaii right there on the green. We had a mini Hawaii right there on the green, right there. So that's what I want to say. I enjoyed everything.
It was beautiful. Let's try to see if we can get Dr. Patricia back in here. It was definitely beautiful. We enjoyed ourselves. We had a really, really good time. You guys have to see the video of them singing, Rolling on the River, Tina Turner. My God. It was Dr. Nikki. Queen Margie sung the song. I mean, she sung the whole song. And I was like, man, I want to see if they really are going to dance this thing out, y'all. And they did. Oh, it was so funny. And it was so fun to see them. And as all the ladies started to go up and all the ladies started to chime in and participate, man, they really did awesome and really had a good time. And it was just moments after moments after moment. And our servant leader, Dr. Nikki, she was in full out, ready to go. She was full out and ready to go. She was dressed to the nine. She was definitely luau out, and she made sure that everybody had a good time. And so, yep. Apostle Alicia, thank you, Apostle Alicia. Yep, we definitely had an opportunity to let our hair down, as Apostle Alicia said. Now, we got a hempreneur in the live trying to chime in, y'all, and saying that the Strong Hymn had a great time as well.
That's Dr. Jeremiah.
That's Dr. Jeremiah. So hi, Dr. Jeremiah. Yes, it was nice to be able to have the strong hymns kind of come drawing the strong her, right? From time to time. And we know that you guys had a good time. So we just want to give a shout out to the strong hymn retreat that went down as well. And so that was awesome. And so for those husbands that wanted to come along with their wives to Destin, Florida, an opportunity was given for them to be able to go to the Strong Hymn retreat that went forward in Destin, Florida as well. And so want to say hey, because as well as the Strong Her retreat is coming back next year, the Strong Hymn retreat is coming back as well. And so just want to chime in for that. So before we go to the next thing that we're going to give a testimony about, every conference that we go to, we get shirts. And so we got 4 shirts as we went forward on this time. Dr. Patricia had to jump out. She had on the 4th shirt, but hopefully we can, there we go, Wendy. Hopefully we can get her back. But we want to show you guys all the shirts that we received while we were there. And so I have on the yellow shirt. And so don't pray, make excuses. Pastor Linda has on the pink shirt. I plan, but most importantly, I pray. Yes. And Queen Wendy has on the purple shirt. And it has the I ams on it. I am her. Beautiful, submissive, favored, intelligent, grateful, smart, and obedient. All right. So that shirt. And then Queen Wendy has, and Dr. Patricia had on the her shirt, which was, okay, Wendy, we can't see it. We can't see it because of your background. Just right there. Her is loved, chosen, beautiful, enough. And so this was our 4th shirt. All right. And so aren't our shirts beautiful? We had a good time. So we wore the yellow shirt, which is what I'm wearing. We wore with fatigue pants. Army fatigue, and our pink shirts we wore with tutus. We was too cute in our tutus, and our purple shirt we wore with jeans, and our turquoise shirt. What did we wear with the turquoise shirt? Was it jeans? All right, jeans. And so we were cute. Listen, as we was around the resort, people kept stopping us and asking us about our shirts. They kept, asking us, what were we doing there? And just asking us in general about our experience. And so kudos to our servant leader, Dr. Nikki. She always keeps us fashionable. Yes, she does. 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 And these shirts are statements. They give you an opportunity when you're out and about and you wear these shirts, people will stop you. And they will, say things to you, and it gives you, they're conversation starters, and they give you opportunities to have conversations with people. And so it was awesome. And it definitely showed true as we were walking through the resort. I had so many conversations with so many different people trying to find out what we had going on and what we were doing. And so let's begin to talk about what in the world were we doing? So we came together not just to fellowship and have a good time, but we came together to be poured into, right? We came together to be poured into. And so want to just get your testimonial about the speakers. All right. And so I said the speakers a little earlier. And so if everyone could give a brief testimony about their experience with the Her Caves, with the speakers that went forth. And so Master Coach Angela, I yield to you.
The speakers were phenomenal. It just got gooder and gooder and better and better. as we went through the week. We started out with Overseer Sylvester Poole from Full Gospel. I mean, he set the pace, he set the atmosphere.
He did.
He is awesome. I mean, we love him. He kicks it off for us every year, and he is so phenomenal. And he brings such a good word. But the word he brings, I like to say, leaves you impregnated for. He plants the seed for the rest of the people that are coming behind. And then we had the International Prelude Apostle Benson
Yes.
from World Leaks. I mean, he just came in. He was just confirmation over confirmation over confirmation over confirmation, and just pouring and pouring and pouring. And then, like I said, it got better and better. We had Apostle Tremel. She was on it. We had Pastor Stephanie Williams. When I tell you, she lit a fire under all of us. All of us. It was great. Sandra Harris, I can't even explain. I mean, we got ready to do praise and worship. She came out of there like a freight train. Boom! And we were into praise and worship. It was just all one big ball of Jesus. It was like hair on fire, Holy Ghost fire, for real, for real, for real. And we closed it out. That final deliverance with Dr. Crystal. Ooh, you can't even put words to it. When I tell you that this was a week of pouring, of confirmation, of healing, of deliverance, all rolled up to one, you are not going to get that experience. And I don't care whose conference you go to, but this was one of a kind. It gets better for us every year. And I'm going to shut up because I'll be talking about it all night long.
Come on, Pastor Linda. What was your experience of the speakers?
My experience was, it was like a revival straight from heaven. It's almost like heaven just opened up and God just poured us down what we need. It's like he just opened up the windows of heaven and said, okay, daughters, here you go. Here you go. And it looked like it just came on down on us from the top of our head to the sole of our feet. I'm so renewed, rejuvenated. And everybody got a prophetic word. The prophetic word was going. There was a prophecy for everybody. There was, because they would say, this word here is for everybody. Then they get a prophetic word. And I promise you, I've seen one come to pass since I've been back home. That's a whole nother story right there. I seen one come to pass about my business has already manifested. I just thank God. And they were on target. They was on target. Everything they were saying to us was on target. You could see people just slain in the spirit and people standing up. Nobody could sit in their seats. Nobody could. I mean, it topped, excuse me for saying this, but I gotta say that it topped the revival. And I yield my mic.
Okay. And since you mentioned the revival, we actually were in revival the week prior, leading up to the retreat. When I tell you guys, revival was a kickstart. It ignited the fire, right? Pastor Linda, revival just sparked the fire, and then each revival speaker fanned the flame. And so, man, listen, night after night after night, they fanned the flame of our fire, which made it strong. And so when we got to Destin, we were already on fire. Right? And we just, man, it just, go ahead. You're good. Go ahead.
I just want to say we got something at 2:00, then we came right back and got something at 5:00, 7:00.
Yep.
We got a double dose in one day. Got something at 2 and come back at 7. Thank you.
It was one day that we literally had 3 services in one day. That's the day that we were floating around. Like it was, we got morning, we got noon, and we got night. It was like just a day of total surrenderance. And it was awesome. Come on, Wendy. What is your testimony of the speakers?
Well, of course, I was behind the lens there, so I'm gonna have to rewatch so I can get the total experience. But I just felt the Holy Spirit the whole time. I felt the Holy Spirit all around every single one of us. I just felt God's presence, and it was so phenomenal. I can't even put it into words how phenomenal it was. And how each and every one of us was prophesied over in the stuff that's about to happen. Oh
Ooh,
my God. This
mhm.
I already tell you now, devil already is trying to get my mind off of what was told to me 3 times already. And I was like, not today, Satan, not today. I'm focusing. I'm focusing because I passed the test. I passed the test. That's what Dr. Connie told me. I'm like, okay, I passed. I don't know
Yeah.
what test I was in, but all I know is she was told by God that I passed, and I'm like, thank you, Lord Jesus.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And man, listen, Dr. Connie, she does it for me. I love it when she gets inside the basket. I,
Yeah.
I love it when I got the basket from last year and I got the basket from this year. I love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, we got her in Dallas walking down the stage on top of, I mean, she does it for me because I absolutely love her. But we got to meet new people, right? People that we've never seen before. People, there we go. This was from the last day. Jesus touched me. I'm straight. This was from the last day coming on out. Yes, Jesus touched me. I'm straight. But what I loved is we got to meet new people. We got to experience new people who definitely came in and I mean just wrecked shop. Oh my God, like it was just explosive. And we did get to hear, you know, some of them at revival, but how they were at revival compared to nothing when they actually got there. It was just a little dose of who they were. But when they actually got to the retreat, man, it was just like they exploded. And it was beautiful. So that last day with Crystal Pugh, it was a day we will not forget because to be in the midst and feel what needed to be left at destined and to be able to experience deliverance, man, that was a total deliverance service. And I'm lost for words because it was an awe-dropping moment. It was an awe-dropping moment to see people birth things out, to be a midwife, what that meant. You knew what that meant. That means that you had to stand there. You had to pray for your sister. You had to push her through. You had to help her push. Oh my God, it was, it was, and just to see people open to being delivered. It's something when you know somebody can tell you something, and you open up yourself to know that you have to let it go. You have to let it go so that you can get what God has for you. Man, man, man. Definitely a powerful experience. So before we go to the workshops, uh, which shirt was your favorite shirt? Come on, y'all, chime in. Was it the purple shirt, the pink shirt, the yellow shirt, or the turquoise shirt? Of course, Master Coach Angela is representing for the Herpreneur Network. Come on with your shirt. Herpreneur. What is a herpreneur? A
prayer warrior, a servant leader,
leader,
a
a
solutionist,
solutionist.
a kingdom strategist,
Yes.
and an edge snatcher.
And an egg snatcher. So that's a new shirt. So that's one of Dr. Nikki's newest shirts. Edge snatcher. Yeah. That's one of Dr. Nikki's newest shirts. It's gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so we got all the shirts were amazing. Hey, Queen Amy. Hey, our cheerleader, Queen Amy. Queen Amy was my roommate, y'all. I'm not going to dig at her. But Queen Amy was my roommate. Dr. Patricia and Wendy was my roommate. I said something to Queen Amy she will never forget, and she will not let me live it down. But nevertheless, we had a really good time. I love you, Queen Amy. I love you. Man, listen, let's see. Master Coach Angela, roommate with Dr. Nikki, and she was a part of Dr. Nikki's security team, so that we couldn't get any pictures of Dr. Nikki sleeping. So for those of you who have any connection to the network, if you come into our clubhouse rooms, you knew that Michelle Martin Bonner had a Louis Vuitton purse for anybody who can get a picture of Dr. Nikki sleeping. And when I tell y'all, it was on like popcorn. And she was very intentional about she was very intentional about who she let in her room and who is around her. Look, she in the comments talking about who got the photo. She's talking about where is the photo. We got you though, Dr. Nikki. We got you. We got you. We got you. But nevertheless,
no, they didn't. They did not get you.
It was all in love and it was all in fun. But it was interesting to see all the other people who got their roommates sleeping and who got just people sleeping around. I mean, it was just like, really, this is what we're doing? But yes, we did it. I'm saying it like that because I too had a picture of me sleeping. Somebody got me sleeping. Nobody got Wendy. Nobody got me.
I was smart because I covered my head with the covers.
I could have got you if I wanted to, but see, I didn't want to do you like that. See, and I didn't see any of Pastor Linda. But there's a few of us, including me, who got over the time. Over the time. Oh man, Dr. Patricia's, y'all, I was in the room and I was, rallying some stuff together and she was just laying there and it was just this, she had a white sheet over her and her face. I said, Dr. Patricia looked like she in a casket. Oh my goodness, it was so funny. I mean, we laughed for a good 15 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, because she really did. But it was all in fun. It was all in fun, but we had a really, really, really good time. All right, so I saw a few people chime in, but let us know which shirt was your favorite. And let's talk about the workshops really quick. So we had 2 workshops. Let's see, 3 of the days. I believe it was 4. 4 of the days. Yeah, we had 2 workshops each day. And so I know Master Coach Angela, you taught a workshop. I taught a workshop. Okay, Pastor Linda taught a workshop. Okay. And so we all had an opportunity most of us, taught, well, not most of us, but there were a few of us that taught workshops, but everybody got to attend the workshops as well as the virtual people. All workshops were streamed virtual. And everybody got to experience the workshops. And so when we weren't teaching, we got to sit in some of our other sisters' workshops. We also had someone that came in and actually did a workshop. And so what is your testimonial, Master Coach Angie, about the workshops?
I thought all of the workshop was phenomenal. There was a plethora of topics and themes that were talked about. Mine was about from going from trauma to triumph. So we talked about things that impact your life to the point that you actually get traumatized, and it can change your whole dynamics of how you are and how you perceive, and the residuals that it can cover. And then there was someone with health, and then there was someone with business. I just thought it was absolutely phenomenal. They were all well presented, and everybody enjoyed them, and everybody had a choice of where they wanted to go to enjoy that. So it wasn't like you had to go see a workshop that you really weren't interested in, because actually, if I'm not mistaken, there were 4 each morning, two in each room.
8:30 and 2 at 9, yeah.
2 different rooms. It was great.
It was great. All right, come on, Pastor Linda.
I thoroughly enjoyed all of them that I attended, and the one that I taught on was sisterhood. But here's the most amazing thing about it is that Overseer Poole, when he preached, he used the book Ruth. And while he was up there preaching, I was like, I'm doing sisterhood. I wanted to do it on Martha and Mary, but my notes was on Ruth. So I was just amazed that he was preaching on what God had already given me. So I shared with the ladies. I said, I know y'all heard Overseer yesterday, Overseer Poole's coming out of Ruth, but God laid Ruth. So he was at his house giving him notes when he was pointing him, and he was at my house pointing. So it was like confirmation. But we was both of us on Ruth. We talked about this all three, the sisterhood with the three, and I enjoyed Apostle Alicia's. I went to hers. I attended Queen Marge's and some others, and I enjoyed all of the workshops. I enjoyed them. I got fed at all of them. So it was good to sit there and hear our sisters. And I was glad that Dr. Nikki chose some people in the network to feed us, as well as outside people coming to feed us. And I say, yeah, my mic.
Come on, Wendy.
Okay, again, I was behind the camera, so I was filming everyone. I left my book, but I took the ones that I took is from Mindset Matters. I forgot who taught about that, and then Master Coach Margie. I can say Master Coach now, Coach Margie Stupert. When she was talking about Godfidence, those were one of the two that stood out for me. And that's it. I have to literally rewatch everything.
And so to your point, which I love, to your point, we can rewatch the whole retreat. Those who had a physical ticket and those who had a virtual ticket, guess what? We get to go back and we are able to watch the whole retreat. And so for those of you who didn't get your virtual ticket, man, shame, because we literally get to go back and watch the whole retreat. Here go Dr. Nikki. Child, I would have taken that camera, set it up, sit down, and take my notes. And so, listen, that's what I'm going to do, Dr. Nikki. I am going to, for the workshops that I didn't get to take, and for the times where I was running around taking pictures and doing things and stuff like that, I love this. I love that we get to go back. Yep, we get to go back. We get to tap in, and we definitely get to experience. For those of us who was slain in the spirit when we were getting prophesied to, this is your opportunity to go back and actually hear what was said to you. Okay, thanks for that, Wendy. The lunchtime panels were definitely great. We had panels at lunchtime, and we were able to tap into important things that were real issues. We were able to have a conversation about it. So yes, Wendy, lunchtime panels were great. Listen, lunch was the bomb. Lunch was about breakfast. Come on, breakfast. We had a good full breakfast every single morning. We had a really good lunch, and man, we got fed right before the word. And I'm so glad she didn't give us sleepy food before we had to go to church. I'm so glad we didn't get sleepy food before it was time for church. But nevertheless, y'all, everything about the weekend was amazing. Queen Anne is on here talking about the grits. Queen Anne was Lord over the grits every morning. Do we have grits? She was definitely there for the grits. Oh, here go Dr. Nikki talking about because you have a smart founder. Yeah. We love you. Yes, ma'am. We love you, and we thank you for each and every opportunity that you give us. And man, who's ready to do the Strong Her Retreat all over again? So thank you, Dr. Nikki. Thank you. Yep, I see a me in the comments. Yep, listen, we get to do the Strong Her Retreat all over again. And so thank you for that, Dr. Nikki. Kudos to you for what you do to make us great. And so thank you. All right. Any finals before we begin to close up? Can I get final words from each of you? Master Coach Angela, any final words? I also take a second and tell people who you are. We didn't get to do that in the beginning. Forgive me. I was excited. So take a second, let people know who you are, what you do, and who you serve, and give your final thoughts for tonight. And we're going to get ready to get out of here. All right. So final thoughts from Master Coach Angie.
Okay, my name is Master Coach Angela. I'm the Executive Vice President of the Herpreneur Network. I'm also the Vice President of the Life Christian College Certification Program. So for people that want to get certified and become coaches, check us out. Let us help you get where you need to be. I also am the CEO of Created to Win Coaching, which is a business coaching firm that is my business. And I am the founder of the Speaker House Incubator. So if you're looking to develop your speaker skills, also just ping me at that website. The Strong Her Retreat. This is number 3. Every year we figure out what we need to expand on. Every year we figure how we need to pivot to make it better. And when I tell you that this year was phenomenal. So if you missed it, don't make that same mistake next year. We're going to start getting everything together so you can start paying your money, so you can get there on time, so we can get you to the Strong Hair Retreat. I am telling you, it is a retreat that is needed. It's not like any other kind of conference you're going to go to. This is for the attendees. It's all about the attendees. It's not about necessarily who's speaking. They bring what we need. But you go to a concert, you go to a conference and you get books and people sell it. We got all of that. We got the vendors. We do all of that. But what we do is we want to bring souls and put jewels in the crown of Jesus. And that is what that retreat's foundation is. And that is what we do. And I have to say, we do it well and we're getting better each year.
Amen. Amen. All right, Pastor Linda. Let us know who you are and your final words.
My name is Dr. Linda Taylor Smith, pastor of Bible Verse Church here in Montgomery. I'm the owner of Sale and Bell Studio, LLC, and I just recently became a certified business coach. I graduated from the Life Christian College, and I was part of the graduation at the retreat. Yes. And I'm telling you, I just thank God for that. And let me just put a plug in for the Life Christian College. Before I signed up with the Life Christian College, I had already been on the internet searching. The price that they have, it's a good price because there are others out there charging $5,000. I'm serious because I had been searching. When they told me their price, I jumped on before they changed their mind. I jumped right on the Life College for that business. I promise you I did. You can go on. There are others more, but I tell you, I enjoyed it. Thank you, Master Coach, for being my instructor. And I thoroughly also, I'm an author of I wrote a book, a journal, Right to God. Also, I'm a humanitarian. Each week, I'm giving food and clothes, delivering food to the elderly on Tuesdays afternoons, but every second Friday. So I'm just doing a lot of things. But on the retreat, I want to tell you, Takima, I don't know if Takima is on. Thank you, Takima. Because Takima,
Yes.
Takima told me, she said, Pastor, I went to the retreat the first time. She said, I have not been the same. She said, you will not be the same if you go. I said, real girl. We were in that girlfriend talk, I said, for real girl. She said, yeah. She said, I have not been the same. She told me the truth. I am not the same. I am not the same. I am not the same. I have changed in some areas, mentally, physically, and spiritually. I have changed in some areas. It has really helped me. And pastors have room to grow because everybody have room to grow. And I thank God for the growth that he embedded in me, and I know others have can see a change in themselves. There's something, and I want to thank the ladies who said that. What I love about breakfast and lunch, you get to sit there with people you never met, and they share points and tips with you, because I was sharing how going on Clubhouse, I couldn't go because gotta do this, gotta do that. And they share with me, just go a couple of days a week. Go in when you can and come out. I'm like, wow, I never thought of that. So I was on there this morning. Hello.
Hello, you sure was.
Hello. Because the retreat, somebody gave me a tip on how to do it. You can't stay the whole time. Come in Clubhouse for a little bit. Come when you can, instead of not coming at all. So I tell you, the retreat really has helped me to regroup. So thank you.
All right, Wendy. Let people know who you are and your final words for your testimony.
Okay, so everybody, my name is Wendy Edinburgh Smith. I am a senior beauty consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And I can say is if you can go next year, you're gonna be glad you did. I'm still in my pink turquoise spiritual bubble. And I am not gonna let that bubble burst. I I mean, it was such impactful, and I got what I needed from it, and I got refreshed and replenished, and I just had a great time. I had great roommates, great time, inside jokes, laugh, laugh. Dr. Nikki, you're funny as always. Love it, love it, love it. Especially you getting those pictures. But guess what? I got pictures of beautiful moments. If I saw a beautiful moment, I'm gonna snap a picture. Um, I was just happy to see everyone. And I was just happy that it was there was no conflicts. Nobody was mad at anyone. Everyone got along and we literally loved one another. For First John 4:7 and 8. And that's all I gotta say.
All right. So thank you, ladies, for giving me your time. Thank you, ladies, for coming and giving in your testimonies. And I appreciate you, ladies, so much. And so we're going to say good night. Good night, ladies. Good night. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And so listen. So many more things happened while we were at the Strong Her Retreat. I just want to put you guys into a few of them before we get out of here. We had a baptism, and 13 people got baptized while we were at the Strong Her Retreat. It was absolutely amazing and beautiful to see the people go down and come back up and got baptized with their sisters. Oh man, Dr. Jeremiah came and Dr. Connie came and Dr. Nikki was in the water. Oh man, and it went down. Listen. And we sang, and man, listen, we were just, it was just like a good time. Also, we had the Life Christian College had a graduation. And there were graduates. Apostle Alicia got her doctorate, and a few other of my Herbaciter sisters. Michelle became a master coach. Queen Anne became a grieving coach. Let me see. Queen Margie became a grieving coach. Pastor Linda became a business coach. Queen B got a certification as well. Man, listen, so we had graduation. We also got coded. Oh my goodness, we got our pink coats with our herpreneur crest on them. Oh man, I wish I had my pink coat. Don't worry, y'all gonna see me with my pink coat on when I do the talk show. But we got our pink coats. Man, we had a really, really, really good time. We had a few people receive the evidence of speaking in tongues with the Holy Ghost. Man, we had a few people that literally got delivered. It was kind of like one of those you had to be there type moments. But what I loved, and Lakeisha, thank you. They had public speaking certification. So Lakeisha Pope and B Springs, they got their public speaking certifications. Thank you so much. And so Oh, there she goes. Let me pull her up real quick. Let me just bring her back real quick. Let's see.
I went and got it.
Let me bring her back real quick. Let me see how I'm going to do this to bring Pastor Linda so that you can see her jackets.
Yeah.
All right, really quickly. There you go. There you go. Isn't it beautiful? Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And so we got pink coated. Thank you so much. And so got pink coated and got pink coated. Thank you, Pastor Linda. And it was absolutely amazing. It was amazing. It was refreshing. It was rejuvenating. The beach was beautiful. The pool was beautiful. And it was beautiful just fellowshipping amongst all of those who were in attendance, just getting to know who the leaders were in the network, getting to know the leaders in the network, getting to know your sisters who you see on Clubhouse. If any of you join us on Clubhouse, the most people that, come into the rooms were the people at the retreat. And I will tell you, we had some people who came for the first time. Man, and just to hear them and to see them just connect. One of the things that always happens every time we get together, even if you're new, people from their voices because we're on Clubhouse every single day. And just being in the airport, Ms. Gwen, she said she was in the airport and she was her first time coming. She came alone. And she said she was in the airport and she heard the voice. She heard Queen Margie's voice. And she just knew it was Queen Margie. And she just came in. She was like, Queen Margie? Isn't that amazing? I just think that's so amazing. We all literally found each other in the airport. We literally were together in the airport. I knew some people automatically, not just from their voices, but from their profile pictures on Clubhouse. It's amazing. It's just amazing. And I've been a part of the network. This will be my second year. So this was my second Strong Her retreat. And man, when I tell you this year was so much different than last year. And last year I came with I came with my cousin and my friend. And this year I came by myself and I was there with my herpreneur sisters and I roomed with my herpreneur sisters. Man, when I tell you, I wouldn't have had it any other way. It was 4 of us in the room. And when I tell you the love in the room, the fellowship in the room, oh my God, my heart is just so full. Like I had a really good time with my sisters, and that is what it's all about. Just to be able to experience life with people from all over the world. People from all over the world. Can you hear me? Apostle Alicia came from the Virgin Islands to be able to experience it with people. We had and guys, I don't want to, I know her name, but I'm having a brain freeze. I'm just in the moment right now. We had a sister that came from Iowa. We had people that came from everywhere. Man, and it was just amazing. Just to meet people, to fellowship, to just, selfie time. Man, listen, selfie time, just to, there we go. Coach Vera, thank you. Thank you so much. Selfie time, just the moments that we had together was really, really amazing. And it was a pivotal moment for our founder. She had her spiritual father, her spiritual mother, as well as her husband, all in attendance. And that was a really pivotal moment for her. And to be able to meet those people that are so, that like a big force in her life was absolutely amazing. And so many pivotal moments, so many different things that happened while we were there. But nevertheless, we are going back again to Destin on next year. And so make sure that you stay connected to the network. We have the Her Experience that's going to be in Houston that is coming up soon, as well as we have a business boot camp. Guys, and make sure that you go to the herpreneurnetwork.com. All of our events, and click on events. All of our events is in the drop down on the website. The ambassadors are going to Dubai in 2025, looking for speakers. If you have a desire to be an international speaker, we are looking for speakers. The business boot camp is going to be an online boot camp. It's going to be in October, looking for speakers. We are looking for speakers for the Her Experience Houston, and that is going to be in March. And so, guys, so many amazing things that are going on in the network. And so make sure that you stay abreast to all of the announcements. We're in Clubhouse every single day, 5:30 a.m. for the weapon room. We have our business check-in room Monday through Friday. Connect to the network. If you have a desire to join this network, theherpreneurnetwork.com. Man, listen, if you have a desire to know more about this network, theherpreneurnetwork.com. Our website is your experience to get to know the network. But if you really want to get to know the network, meet us in Clubhouse. Come in Clubhouse, come in the rooms and see, get to hear from some of the, rooms, the different ambassadors that go forward, the leadership in the network that go forward. Come into Clubhouse. Meet the intercessors, meet the founder. You will definitely know who she is because she is our visibility coach, and she makes sure that she pours into us, guys. And so just come, and experience the Herpreneur Network. And so excited to be able to share with you some of my sisters on tonight. So excited to be here with you guys for the Herpreneur Her Talk Show. Y'all, I have to rest my voice. My goodness. I definitely have been talking for the last couple of days in between worship and hollering. I don't know how any of us is able to talk, but nevertheless, we had a really good time. Really good time. Thank you all for tuning in to the talk show on tonight. Who's coming next year? Come on, who is coming? Who's going to meet us in Destin next year? Who's coming? Come on, pop it in the comments. Who's going to win this t-shirt? Listen, pop it in the comments. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do this because I have to figure out with people being being a Facebook user and me not being able to see your names. You guys don't have a fair chance of winning. And so I have to figure out what that looks like when we have people who we can't identify. And so I thank you to all the Facebook users who have been commenting, but I don't know who you are. Oh man. And so I am going to canvass the comments, and I'm going to do this as fair and as just as possible. So I know one Facebook user said this is Gwendolyn, but Gwendolyn, I still can't tell when you're commenting because you're still commenting as a Facebook user. Y'all, so give me a little grace on tonight as I figure out the winner for the t-shirt. And we're going to work on how we are going to make sure that our Facebook users who comment get a fair chance at any giveaways that we give away during the broadcast. All right. And so I'm going to get with Dr. Nikki, but we have all the comments. So we will contact you personally if you are a winner of the t-shirt, guys. So grace and ease as we get that done. You have to accept, StreamYard. Like you have to accept. Thank you so much, Queen Michelle. You have to accept StreamYard, the rights for StreamYard to post your name or something like that, or watch via one of the Facebook pages outlets. And so I believe that's what you have to do in order for your name to be able to show up. And so I I will definitely have a solution though by the next talk show. How about that? Okay, Wendy said it's on the link above the video. All right, so Wendy said it's on the link above the video. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get me some tea. Man, because I'm about to lose it again. I had to get it back this morning, but I'm about to lose it again, so I got to give me some tea. You guys, thank you guys for always coming in and supporting the Her Talk Show. Hashtag look. The life. Listen, I travel a lot, and so I am going to get here and be here for you guys. We're going to do this. We're going to kick this off, and we're going to be consistent, and we're going to push forward. But nevertheless, listen, we are moving and shaking as we move in this thing called life, in this thing called business. And I appreciate all of you. Listen, make sure that you are holding yourself accountable in this season. Make sure that you understand and know that you matter, your business matters, your ministry matters, right? We've got to do what we got to do so that we can keep pushing, and keep moving. Listen, God is no respecter of person. And so we got to do our part, right? And part of that is investing in ourselves. And so I'm so excited I took the time to invest in myself and attend the Strong Her Retreat. I am refreshed. I'm renewed. I got a word. It was so much confirmation. Hey, and then I got another word that I was just like, okay, God, I had to surrender and accept it. But nevertheless, I surrender, God. Yes, God, you can use anything. You can use me. Okay, that part. But nevertheless, man, listen, it's because of the investment. I'm gonna go. I did one cup already. I gotta do another. But nevertheless, you gotta invest in yourself. It's important. So start now, right? Nobody has to know how you get anywhere. Just get there. Do what you gotta do to make sure, and don't wait till the last minute, right? We're telling you now, the Strong Her Retreat is going to be next year. I'm gonna say it again. The Strong Her Retreat is going to be next year. So prepare, right? Put a little check in the box. The Strong Her Retreat Fund, right? Do what you can until you can do what you couldn't, right? Build so that you can invest in yourself. So many opportunities to travel in the network, right? And that's what it's about, to be able to travel, to meet people, right? To experience business and ministry, right? Because most times it's business focused. And so we learn how to grow our businesses, and we learn how to build, and we learn how to collaborate with the people that we meet, right? And this time we took we parked and took a minute to pour back into ourselves. And so this was a pivotal retreat. This retreat was a shift, right? It wasn't about business. It was about your inner man. This was a pivotal retreat. And so we've got to know those times where we have to, when we need something, right? I needed to be there. How many of you can say, I needed to be there? I needed to be there because I needed something. And kudos to our servant leader for realizing, right? When it's time to learn business and when it's time to pour it in, right? Because we can't pour from an empty cup. And so sometimes we have to empty out everything and go and get filled back in. And so each presenter, man, listen, each main stage presenter, each workshop presenter poured in and in and in. And listen, we overflowing, right? We overflowing. And it feels so good. It feels so good. It feels so good. And so thank you guys. Let's get ready for next year. Thank you for watching with me. And listen, as always, just be classy, just be sassy, just be you. Why? Because no one can do you quite like you do. So good night. And thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys. Bye.